Incoming message SCP-FFL-ASH timestamp. E plus 364 days Martian calendar. 2. Redacted. If you're reading this, it means the automated systems have finally brought you out of cryostasis. I don't know how much time you have, so I'll get straight to the point. You're at Mars Site 113, one of our largest anomalous research and containment facilities. Or at least, it used to be. We lost contact with Earth after the near extinction event E. Whatever happened, it wasn't good. The SCPs we transferred here for safekeeping have broken containment, and the situation is dire. We estimate there are only a few hundred personnel left, down from the tens of thousands who were stationed here. Communications are barely holding up, and you're the only one we've been able to reach. This isn't a rescue mission. This is the last line of defense. You are humanity's last hope. Secure. Contain. Protect. This message will not repeat. Dr. Redacted, SCP Foundation.
Long ago, humanity unknowingly placed its fate in the hands of the SCP Foundation, an obscure organization operating beyond the veil of secrecy. Their mission was simple: to contain and control anomalies that threatened humanity's way of life, no matter the cost. For years, they stood between us and unimaginable horrors. Eventually, the anomalies began to evolve, growing stronger and emerging from the darkness with greater frequency and in larger numbers. Breaches became routine, and the Foundation's grip began to weaken. As desperation took hold, their search for any way to take back control revealed something that would scar our world forever.
Get up, Kovich! We need to leave, now! Move, move! Anders, get us in the air, now! Command, what the hell is going on? Site-19 just detonated their containment warhead!
Unknown, Zeta 12. Situation is quickly developing. Sites 11 and 14 and 19 have been lost. This is considered a Code Blue situation. I repeat, the situation is now Code Blue. Reports of numerous entities have been sighted heading north. Nearby cities are being quarantined and total losses are expected. Your team is being ordered to exfiltrate to Site 113 for extraction mission and return back to Site 42.
Command, that shockwave caused serious damage. We need a medevac for the wounded.
Negative on medevac, Zeta 12. Your travel window to 113 is quickly closing. You are ordered to exfil now and are cleared for a hypersonic in atmosphere.
We can't just leave them.
Command out.
Fuck! So we're just gonna let them die? Why don't they tell us a goddamn thing? What the hell could they need from Site 113? Everyone, close your pods now. Set cryo timers for long haul. Kovich, listen. I need you to stay sharp and trust your training. It's the only thing that can keep you alive. Is everyone alright? Fraser, what the hell happened?
Looks like the guidance tower was scrambled. Autopilot couldn't correct fast enough.
Okay. Okay. Check the fuel lines and equipment for damage. Can't believe the flight team didn't check the guidance systems.
Damn. The engines are shot. We won't be able to take off without significant repairs to them.
Sergeant.
Oh, shit. Will he live?
His spot's busted, sir. If we try to pull him out now, it'll kill him. I can set it to defrost manually. Yeah, but past that.
No! I swore never to lose another man under my command. Especially one on his first goddamn deployment. Anders, stay here and do whatever you have to. In the meantime, we're moving to the flight deck. I'm gonna have a word with the flight crew.
Traeger. Come in, Traeger. This is Kovic. What's your status? Over? Ah, shit.
Mayday! Mayday! This is Atlas 2, currently outbound on the EVA route to Site 81. All incoming ships who can hear this, the facility is...
came down hard.
Kovich! Ah, damn. The transmitter is full. Your cryopod got damaged in the crash. We have to leave you behind to continue the mission inside the facility. If you find this, head to the tram system. We'll have to get inside the main facility from Tram Terminal 7. We'll rendezvous in the facility hub at 06.
Sergeant, the emergency power is becoming unstable.
Traeger out.
Welcome to Site-113, your new home among the stars. This is Dr. Miller, Head of Research and Development. On September 24th, 1988, a global information war caused by a massive anomalous data breach led the SCP Foundation to search for less conventional locations to store and process classified research. Now, you can imagine our surprise when one of our interplanetary probes mapped out what is now known as Jazero's Crater, a near-perfect Martian location hidden away from any hostile intelligences on Earth. This became the building site for a small off-world research installation, housing a very limited crew due to the extremely long travel time from Earth and difficulties in supplying resources to the facility. However, new advancements in cryotechnology solved the lengthy travel and supply issue and allowed Site-113 to grow into the massive maximum security research and containment facility that now comfortably houses some of the most dangerous creatures and objects ever encountered. Site-113 has since operated smoothly with no recorded large-scale breaches and continues to provide cutting-edge research and advanced technologies to both the public sector and our sister facilities back home on Earth.
Congratulations on your new security officer position here at Site-113. As you probably know, the protocols here are strict, and I run a very tight ship. The rules are simple. If you see something odd, you report it. If something strange happens, you report it. If somebody even looks at you wrong, you report it. Now, I don't want you going and reporting every little thing to me. That's what your supervisors are for. But if something happens that you or your supervisor can't figure out, then you report it to me directly. This is Security Chief Riley Daniels. You can find my office inside the main facility in Zone 2.
Hey honey, I'm finally at the new job, and I already miss you. The 7-month journey to get here didn't do wonders for me. I've been quite sick these last few hours and had to get checked out to make sure nothing happened while in stasis. After a couple hours of delay, I'm okay. I'm really excited to start working here and hope they offer you a job too. It's going to be very lonely without you. I know you're scared of the stasis process, but it's actually really not that bad minus the sickness. But it's kind of like going to sleep and waking up just a few hours later. Whether or not to trust the process is your choice, of course, but in the meantime, I will be working in the R&D division on some new containment units that will utilize some of the cool tech they have up here. I am so excited to hear back from you. Love you lots.
Command, this is Traeger. My suit transmitter is bumped. We had a hard landing, but a confirmed mission green. Site communications will be withdrawn, but we're resorting to comm beacons to try and establish the situation in the facility is currently unknown. The total scale of damage is unknown. There's been limited contact with personnel. Private Kovic's condition is... We're continuing on to Tram Station 7 to get inside the main facility. We'll check in once we follow the main dome. Traeger out.
You morons are stacking crates with the crane. Don't be lazy. I have seen 4 crates fall off in the recent storms, and one nearly crushed a supervisor. I don't know how much simpler the crane controller has to be for you all to understand it. Start it up, and adjust each line until hydraulics, track alignment, and hook alignment are green. Then, get this. Press the big red button. It's not rocket science. And if I see another crate that's poorly stacked, I'm checking the log and sending whoever stacked the container back to whatever backwater cargo job they had on Earth. Period.
that isn't working. Anders, the airlock. Can you get us through?
Of course. But none of this makes any sense. First, the staff just seemingly disappeared. There are structural breaches everywhere, and now the whole system looks like it had a massive power surge. We could try to bypass this checkpoint, but it'll put us at risk of venting any remaining oxygen.
It's probably too late for that. If we can't hack through it, then we can pry the top of the load hinges until it gives in. That should prevent a blowout, but it'll make the door unstable. And as much as it pains me to say it, he's right, sir. Something is wrong with what little intel we do have, and we still haven't been able to make contact with anyone.
Once we're inside, we can figure out what happened here and try to get some answers from command. But until then, we just need to get to the trams. We can't risk a blowout, so pry the load hinges. But leave it open. We have no way to know what's still in there.